Okay, Aries, let's finish where we left off. I think basically what I was saying was there is a destination that you are headed to. There is a place that you want to be in life, but I do think there is a specialized path that you have to take. And I think in order to get the instructions from that, you need to be getting close with spirit, your spirit in particular. Knight of Pentacles here lets me know that this is going to be something that you have to slow walk. This is not going to be something that you are able to speed through. And if you do try to speed through it, Spirit is going to allow it to come to a screeching halt, okay? Where you're going to have to think about the things that you've been doing and how you got here and how to get out. Okay, so let's see. What is this place that Aries is trying to go? Oh, no, every place that Aries is trying to go is different. Let's see. What does Aries maybe need to know? What is Aries being told right now about the place that they're trying to go? Okay, that's a better question. Yes, where are you right now in your journey? What messages are you needing for that? Queen of Cups, look at that. That is the queen of receiving information, receiving downloads. You really need to be working on your emotional or your nervous system, your emotional intelligence is what I was trying to say. And you also could be, if you're anybody who's into EFI or the ARIES and things like that, I would suggest that you maybe work with Yemaya, especially when we're thinking about the water. We obviously know she is the mother. I think right now, Aries, you're really leaning heavy into your feminine energy and being very dutiful, and just, you know, getting things done, not complaining, seeing the brighter side of things, seeing the reasons why you have to do what it is that you have to do, and walking in that gracefully, okay? So anything else for, what else? I know we got more. What else for Aries in this season that they are in, going towards their journey and desired life? What we got? Ooh, Seven of Swords. Okay. Deceit, deception. You could be dealing with it heavy right now, Aries. You could be being tempted by, there's a situation here that is this is an area in life where you are being tempted by somewhere where you could be really shady. I think you have the opportunity here, if you wanted to really do people dirty, or to really, you know, just kind of be sneaky and conniving. But I feel like you are being faced with this temptation because Spirit is like, what are you going to do? How serious are you? Do you want to take a longer time than it needs to take to in your journey and possibly never get to the place that you want to be? What do you want to do? How serious are you, Aries? How serious are you, Aries, about your growth? Five of Swords. You could be having to hold that tongue, tame your temper. Feels like a lot of inner dialogue, a lot of talking yourself off the ledge here. Okay. Trying to do push-ups. I hurt my damn arm. I'm gonna pull the muscle. I'm like, whatever. We're gonna let it heal. We're gonna get right back to it. Queen of Pentacles. What's the Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're asking to really, like I said, it really feels like you're really, male or female, you're really needing to step into or really pay attention to your feminine energy. I know Aries is very fiery. Aries is popping off. Aries is like what it is and what it ain't. I'm about whatever you about. If you don't want to start it, I'm ready to start it. What do you want? What do you want to do? I feel like you're asked to just kind of calm down a little bit. Put your horns up, put a little horn guards on. You know what I'm saying? You really don't need to be moving impulsively right now. I know it's a couple motherfuckers you could cuss out. I know it's a couple motherfuckers you might want to slap. I'm an Aries moon, so I'm all about putting my hands on someone. I'm just joking. I am about putting my hands on someone. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm growing out of that. But internally, in my heart, I'm like, if I have to, I will put my hands on you. And actually, I'm delighted to, and I'm happy that I was granted the opportunity from God above to be able to slap you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of how it is. But if I'm not granted the opportunity, I'm not granted the opportunity to cuss nobody out, it's not granted, I mean, it's not warranted, then all right, let it go. And I feel like that's the same thing that you need to do, Aries, as well. It's not worth it. Being this cool, calm energy, people is used to you popping off, so you know people gonna come to you with that pop off energy because that's what they are, what you're known for, and they're going to want you to show out. But you're gonna have to remember, I'm calm, I'm balanced, I'm in control. You feel what I'm saying? I know my emotions. I know right now I'm angry, but just because I'm angry doesn't mean I have to cuss them out. Just because I'm angry don't mean I have to, you know, want to get violent. Doesn't mean I have to abruptly leave. It's just, okay, let me analyze my emotions. Let me go in and see what it is I'm really feeling before I just start reacting. Okay. Oh, 9 of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9 of Cups. Yeah, you are, you know, you're like, you know what, I'm happy. I'm happy. I feel like your emotions are control. I feel like you have a control over your emotions and how you respond, especially the areas that I'm speaking to. There could still be some anxiety about this happiness coming in and you being able to achieve or get rewards from your hard work. There is still some anxiety about that. You're still not sure. You're still like, I'm doing this work, I'm going to stay focused, I'm going to stay determined, but I can't lie, I'm just not sure. Because with the Page of Pentacles here, you have not been seeing lots of results from this situation. You have not been getting what you feel like you deserve. Hermit mode. You could have been in a space of where Spirit has asked you to stop, to halt. You could have been on a break from this. Like, you could have been, you know, feels like you've been on a vacation. Like, you feel like you just now getting back started on this. Maybe with school, you had to drop out of school, so things was going really slow. Feeling like there was really no progress. You had to take a leave from work, so you couldn't really save your money like you needed to. Whatever the case may be, you broke your leg, whatever, you know. I feel like during this time though, and during this time you have not really been seeing a lot of fruits of labor. So you're kind of, you know, really concerned if this situation is really going to do what it's supposed to do and get the things that you're supposed to get if you're going to succeed. 3 of Wands here, there is expansion coming, but you have to get your emotions in order because I think, Aries, you was burning. Oh, Aries, you was burning the ground down. Like, you had to get clarity. You need to get clarity on where you were. You need to get clarity on your weaknesses. You needed to get clarity on the things that was in the way. So it did take you a little time. You did have to sit back a little bit and, you know, go in hermit mode here and really do some reflecting before you could pop back out. But now you have clarity. You can pop back out in this Page of Pentacles. Where it go? This Page of Pentacles here, where you weren't seeing anything and things weren't coming in, it's now the Ace of Pentacles, honey. It's moved from a page to an ace. You may have needed to stop. You may have been focusing too much on it. Say you was trying to save money. You was looking at your savings account every single day, trying to see if the interest was growing, trying to see if the investments is happening, trying to see if the views is going up, trying to see if the weight is lost. It's like you needed to focus on something else so that this thing could come through and you could get to the next stage. Because I feel like when you was focusing, hiking up this hill, the hill looked huge. The hill looked steep as hell. You're like, no way I'm getting up this motherfucking hill. I'm all the way down here. But you had to focus on something else. Your homegirl called you on your hike. So you're like, oh my God, you got distracted. Something had to distract you. You needed a distraction. And the distraction was, okay, well, get your emotions together while I'm working over here. Aries. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards for your thumbnail, and that will be that message from those 3 cards will just be like a message to kind of what I'm trying to say, end the reading. Yeah, a message to end the reading. All right, so let's go ahead and get Aries 3 cards for their thumbnail and 3 cards to end out this reading. So good luck, Aries. I know you want to be a fashion model. I know you already know that. I know you want to be the best doctor in the world, but right now you got to go through med school. Right now you got to go through some apprenticeships, and it just is what it is. But everything that you're getting, everything you're gaining, you just take it with you, and it's going to make you that much better. First card out is King of Cups. Okay, this is the King of Emotions, honey. This is the emotional stability, you know, in your motherfucking face. Page of Cups. Being able to also express it. You could have had a hard time expressing your emotions. Being able to put them in words to actually feel them. Okay. Now, King of Swords. Clarity. Clarity. That looks like clarity in the Eight of Wands. It's a go, baby. It's a go. Okay. So the King of Swords here, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of clarity coming. There's clarity, there's emotional stability. There's a here for you able to feel your emotion, express them, so you're just not lashing out. This is also being receptive to your intuition and being receptive, for me, to spirit as well. So through all of this stableness that you're gaining here, Aries, about this situation, and planting your feet a little bit better for your next when you restart walking again, or you get back on your journey, you also still need to keep this page in mind. Stay curious, stay listening to spirit, stay listening to yourself, believing in yourself, feeling your emotions. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it feels like you need to do. Stay a student to yourself, stay a student to the game. Everybody's always going to be a student. Every teacher, every master teacher, every doctor, you're always still learning and you're always still crafting. So the journey never ends until you end, okay? So that is your reading, Aries. Like, comment, subscribe, and tip your girl if it resonated.